Travel plans meet a new reality check. The biggest screwworm concern comes first. The weird part isn't the fly. For dog owners, the real concern is movement. New World screwworm had been lingering near the Mexico border. Then a larva was found in a calf's umbilical cord, the first sign it had crossed into the US. Now, it has also been found in dogs. This didn't appear out of nowhere. It had been creeping north. Once that happens, travel stops being simple. Crossing a border, driving between states, even getting your dog back home can suddenly depend on fast-changing rules. But rules are only the surface. To understand the risk, you have to see what this parasite is doing inside a body. Most maggot problems start where tissue is already damaged. An open wound, a tear, urine scald, or another skin injury. New World screwworm is different. The fly lays eggs, the eggs become larvae, and those larvae don't just sit in dead or damaged tissue. They can move from damaged tissue into normal tissue or enter normal tissue directly. That is why this is not just a gross little wound problem. The damage can keep expanding. So the thing to watch is not a random fly in the yard. It's a break in the skin, a wound that looks active, or anything in that wound that appears to be moving. Once you understand the life cycle, the common mistake suddenly makes sense. Someone pulls a larva out and drops it outside. That is exactly what you do not want, because the ground is part of the next step for these larvae. If you can safely access it, contain it instead. The suggested container is formalin, but most homes won't have that, so alcohol is often mentioned as a practical backup. Then contact your vet so the sample can be handled and reported properly. Your job is not to compare internet photos and decide what species it is. Your job is to keep it contained and keep the evidence from disappearing into the soil. And this answers the opening gap. The surprising part is not the fly, it's the false sense that your dog is already protected. Isoxazolines, the oral flea and tick products, are being discussed as possible treatment tools. Credelio was listed as an emergency treatment option, and similar drugs are suspected to share a useful mechanism. But the key point is the missing proof. There is no solid evidence that these products prevent screwworm. So the practical move is to treat medication as one vet-guided tool, not a travel shield. If you live in, or plan to visit, a higher-risk area, talk with your vet, check your dog's skin carefully, and rethink whether your dog needs to make that trip at all. Bottom line, watch the wound, contain the larva, call your vet, and if a trip crosses a risk zone, confirm before your dog comes along. Screwworm travel risk is real but manageable. Check advisories and protect wounds.